Bonsoir. I'm the Mademoiselle and Sassy Dizium Chanel. As you guys can see by today's title, we're going to be doing another KRIK. When I say KRIK, you guys comment down below KRAK. Sometimes I forget to say it, but a lot of y'all know the vibes and you comment KRAK anyway. As you guys can see, we have some new merch in the shop. Make sure you guys go check it out, especially because May is Haitian Heritage Month. And we want to make sure we have our shirts, our hoodies, or whatever the case may be for May, okay? Shout out to those of you guys who have been supporting my nonprofit LAKAYRO by showing up to the classes in North Jersey. LAKAYRO aims to support underprivileged youth and adults with dance services. It is my way of paying forward because dance did save my life. You guys not aware, I am also a dance teacher. Everything you need is going to be linked down below. My Instagram is right here on the screen somewhere. That's where I post a majority of my dance-related content. If you're confused by the background and everything, understand we have multiple channels. Get it together, okay? We've been here for a minute with the multiple channels. So if you guys want to check it out, everything you need is, again, going to be linked down below. Or you might see a lovely QR code on your screen. Right. Hi, my name is blank. Do not send your real names. I know you prefer using fake names to protect identities, so you can call me Amy. Shout out to you, Amy. Okay, so there was someone on TikTok who DM'd me a reading on August 12th, 2025. The reading was kind of long, but at the end of the paragraph, she said, there's someone close to you in heaven who misses you. Ain't that generic? Yo, honestly, I can't stand those like TikTok psychics, the social media ones that just come in your DM offering prophecies and shit and readings. It's like no one asked you to send me shit. And I think it's invasive. People that are real practitioners of anything or who are very spiritual know that not only should you not pray against someone's will or pray for someone without their permission in a lot of cases, but you also should not be reading into them and going into their, spiritual space without their permission. So this is extremely invasive, and I feel like it is a really big marketing situation. But hey, maybe they was telling the truth. My grandpa died 4 days later. Oh my God. Sorry for your loss. On August 16, 2025. Does that mean anything? How could she have known? Well, is she scamming me? To be honest with you, she could be legit, but I just feel like most legitimate practitioners wouldn't do something like that. Additionally, that is more of a premonition or a foreshadow. That's not necessarily like if someone in heaven misses you and your grandpa died 4 days later, wouldn't they be referring to someone that already passed away? Which a majority of people have someone in their life that has passed away. So saying that to anyone genuinely would get a reaction. So personally, I'll say I'm 80% she bullshitting, 20% maybe she's legit. I thought it might have been a scam because she mentioned something about me having a dark spirit following me and that I needed a cleansing to remove it. Yeah, and then you're going to pay her $500 and you're never going to see her again. I stopped responding to her after that, but she called the day after and I ignored her. Bitch! Yo, oh, I hate these people. When I tell you I used to block these people, oh my goodness. I've been super nervous lately because I don't know if the dark spirit she said was following me could have had anything to do with my grandpa's death. She said the dark spirit might affect my life, and if I don't do the cleansing, it could get worse. I just want to know if my grandpa's okay or happy. The death was sudden. He wasn't sick or anything. I have no one to talk to about this. My family doesn't believe in tarot readings. We are Catholic. I was just very curious. Thank you for reading my story. I really appreciate it. Please let me know if you have any advice. My advice is block these fucking weirdos every single time because it's weird. And even if someone would just contact you out of the blue like that, they would give you way more context. They would give you way more details. They wouldn't just be like, there's a dark spirit following you, get a cleansing. There's somebody that misses you in heaven. Like, it wouldn't be like that. Sorry to disturb you. Sorry to be in your space. Sorry to give you a reading that you did not ask for. However, my ancestors are telling me to give you this message. Your aunt that passed away a few years ago is telling me to give you this message. Your sister or your brother or whatever who is now in heaven or hell is telling me to give you this message. It's never going to be as vague as that. That's how they get you, because anyone could have got that message and anyone would have been sitting there inclined to think, oh my God, I need a cleansing. Oh my God, I need help. Oh my God, I need to do this. And it's like, child, I'm very sure your grandfather is in a better place. It was sudden, so he probably had like, you know, a little bit of confusion as to what was going on, because that's what happens when it comes to a lot of spirits, especially when they pass away and they weren't sick or anything. It's kind of like a shock to the system, or I guess to the vessel that they're even in that place. So maybe he was a little shocked or something, but I'm very sure, like, I can tell you with confidence that that person was just saying shit to get your business, to get your money, and possibly to scam you. Like, again, 80% sure it's a scam, 20% sure maybe it's legit. I really hope you didn't give this person your money, because I think the entire interaction is quite invasive and is something that a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, are against. You don't just contact people out of the blue saying shit like that, especially when it comes to negative things. In regards to the negative energy and the negative spirit, I think we all have negative and positive spirits and things tracking us and around us at any given time. I don't think there's a such thing as having 1,000% positive energy, or else we wouldn't be consistently doing cleansings and praying, etc. all the time, right? There's a reason we pray. There's a reason we cleanse. There's a reason we, you know, air out spaces and stuff like that to let out the bad energy, because bad energy, good energy, it comes and goes, right? Now, for you to act it in this way, I think you mean like, are you cursed or in a way, or like is, I don't know, something plaguing your family and causing people to pass away? I mean, it's only been one death, which very sad, condolences. People pass away, especially elders. And again, there's so many different spirits around us at every shit at every moment of the day. I don't think it's that serious, but use your intuition. Okay, what do you think? Okay, do you think there's something following you? Is there real evidence that, you know, makes you feel that way? Is it a gut feeling? Do you really think that something happened to your grandfather that took him before his time? That's up to you to decide. Let's get into the next one. What's good, my hearty? Yes, I'm from New York. I've never heard of this. Am I showing my age, y'all? I'm 31. Never heard of this. My hearty. Sasavlidi. What does that mean? After I binge watched your KrikKrakCOZ videos, I love your content, by the way. Thank you. I decided to share my experience because why not? It isn't as graphic as the other ones you usually read, but nonetheless, still pretty interesting. I'm African American. The girl I've been dealing with is Haitian. Do I love her? Absolutely. I wanted to make sure I let that be known off rip. Even though we've been through a lot, the love I received from her and her family is truly extraordinary. Literally, I feel Haitian sometimes. I'm so happy to hear that, because I've heard a lot of people end up in relationships with Haitians and the family sucks. Like, family is not welcoming, they're not accommodating. So I'm very happy you're having a good experience, at least with her family. My Creole still sucks, but hey, I'm working on it. This experience happened a few years back, and honestly, it still scares the crap out of me when I think about it. Long story short, Cherry, not her real name, and I started dealing with each other and fell in love. LOL, I'm talking about joined at the hip. She cried, I cried type of bond. Aw, that's like me and my man. I think that's so cute. I begin to immerse myself in the Haitian culture heavy because we were always around each other. This includes eating the food, learning the language, listening to the music. If there was a family function, I was there front and center. That is so cute. I love it for you. I grew up in a religious household like Cherry. However, I was taught when a person dies, their soul doesn't leave the body. Simply put, death is like a person sleeping. They are awakened from sleep when they are resurrected. It be that set. That's the short version. I had to express this part because it's relevant. If I'm not mistaken, oh my God, I just realized a lot of different Christians believe differently when it comes to that. Like, I believe, isn't it Jehovah Witnesses that believe in, like, you just die, like that's it? Only some people make it to the kingdom. Not everyone does. Like, you die unless you're going to the kingdom. I know Catholic people believe in purgatory. I know certain Christian religions, because the thing is, right, the definition of a Christian is basically one that believes in the one true God in a sense. But then after that, you have Christian Protestant, and then you have so many other sects of Christianity under that. It's like, now that I think about it, of all the churches I've been to, because fun fact, I've been to a lot of different churches in my upbringing, like a lot. I remember being told something different about death from each and every single one of them. I didn't know why I didn't think of that. I just be thinking of the hell, the heaven and hell concept, and I really do believe there is a heaven and a hell, or at least something in which the wicked are really punished for all their deeds. But now that I'm thinking of, I'm like, yo, I never thought of like, like death is like sleep type vibe. That's interesting. But then I don't know. I think maybe now that I think about it, Catholics do kind of believe in that. They kind of believe like when Jesus comes back, like he's gonna wake everyone up and everyone's gonna ascend type shit. But anyhow, the story begins with Cherry's friend dying. It was so unexpected and truly a horrible accident. I did my best to console her. However, there's only so much you can do in that type of situation. Me personally, I only met this friend one time, kind of in passing. However, I heard a lot about her. While I was catching up on some rest that night after hearing the news the friend died, tell me why the friend came to see me in my dream. I could kind of see where this is going. In the dream, I woke up in my bed and legit saw her sitting in my chair that was in the corner of my room. She looked regular, like nothing was wrong. Like she wasn't in an accident. You know what I mean? She walked toward my bed and I was low key spooked and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. At some point, I mustered up the courage to ask her what happened to her. She responded she made a mistake that cost her life. Man, when I tell you I woke up crying, I was horrified. I called Cherry immediately. She was calm while I was freaking out. Pretty much what occurred was normal for Cherry to hear about. But since I was never exposed to something like this and I didn't believe in it, I didn't know how to feel. So let me just tell you right now, this is very, very common, especially in Haitian culture. Like, yeah, like people die and they come to us the day of, like day of, day after, week after, sometimes before they pass away. Like personally for me, my premonitions work kind of like that. Like most of the time, when someone I know passes away, I see them more than likely, like very close after they passed away in my sleep. My parents, same thing. Almost everybody that I know that's Haitian, same thing. Like that's mad. I didn't even think about how common it was until like you just was like, yeah, she was chilling and I was freaking out. Very common, very, very common. It's even common for them to continuously come even after that. Like my aunt, I see her all the time physically in my house. I see her all the time in my dreams. There's a lot of people that have passed away in my life in general because I grew up in the hood. Rest in peace to all the homies. I see them sometimes periodically. There's some people that have passed away that I wasn't really close to. I might have saw them once after they passed away. So very, very common. Not scary at all for us. I asked, why would the friend come visit me? I didn't even know her like that. I was genuinely confused. My question was later answered. Since I was so close to Cherry and her family, the friend saw fit to visit me because I wouldn't be as emotional as everyone else. That's literally what it is. Spirits be knowing. It's the same thing with my aunt. When my aunt passed away, she mainly came to me and my dad, but she didn't come to my mom until months later because my mom is extremely extra in general, and she's a very emotional person, and she gets very scared by shit like that. I would be able to relay a message without doing the most. We also found out what she meant when she said she made a mistake. Her cause of death was due to her not protecting herself while driving home. To this day, I'm still in awe at what happened. I literally spoke to a deceased person, and Lord, she spoke to me back. Forever, my mind is blown. That's everything in a nutshell. Like I said, pretty interesting, right? Thanks for sharing this. Stay up and stay blessed. So, they added a part in which I'm not supposed to read, but this is, yeah, let's just say this girl really did make a really grave mistake in driving herself home, and she should still be here with us. These type of situations and these types of deaths are very interesting, especially in Haitian culture, because it's kind of like you were robbed of your own life, even if it was your fault, right? It kind of goes the same with like murder. Like your soul is never really going to be at rest because you were taken way too soon. And most importantly, you have unfinished business. So you're kind of allowed to like linger around for a while until you're not, or until you see fit to go where you need to go. Sometimes the spirits don't really know that they're dead. That's another one, especially if it was like an accident. or if it was something where, again, like the first story, you were taken suddenly. There's a lot that goes into it. I'd be here sitting here for hours. But I think it is pretty cool. It's pretty terrifying, I guess, for you. But I think it is cool, and I think it's nice that she came to you to deliver the message versus going to someone else that probably would have done the most or freaked out or cried for days about it. Honestly, she might still continuously come to you because you're able to deliver these messages. If it is something that you would like to stop, all you're going to have to do is ask her. It's very interesting because a lot of people kind of make this shit like so much bigger than it needs to be. Like, oh my God, it's demonic. You need to pray to die. It's really not. The spirits were people too. And I think it's very important to understand that. And I hate that a lot of, in particular, Christian religions like to say, oh, it's demonic. It's, you see a dead person, they're passed on. It's a demon. They're tricking you. No, a lot of times it is that person. A lot of times they're trying to deliver a message before they move on. And a lot of times, if you really wanted to stop, you could just say, hey, I'm scared. Don't come back. Go away. It's going to hurt the spirit, but they're going to understand because they're a fucking spirit. They're not here anymore. That shit is crazy. That shit is scary. And most importantly, it is against a lot of people's beliefs to even communicate with them, right? So being someone that sees dead shit all the time, like I see dead people literally like all the time, that's my ancestral gift. I just learned to deal with it. If I got a message I got to pass along, I pass it. Most of the time I don't because people really do get freaked out and people really do get scared. But I really do love that for you. I love that, like you were able to communicate whatever message it was. And shout outs to you. Okay. You are what they call a Haitian by association. Okay. I love that. I love that, you love the Haitian women and they love you back and their families love you too. And I really wish you the best in your relationship. And of course, per usual, comment down below what you guys think about these stories. What do you guys think about the first one in particular? Because honestly, I think she was being scammed for the most part. And what do you guys think about this last one? Would you be freaked out if someone who passed away came to you in your dreams? And most importantly, have you had someone who passed away come in your dreams? Because I feel like it's a very common occurrence, especially for Haitian people. But I know it happens to a lot of other people in other different in different ethnic backgrounds as well. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Please donate to LAKAYRO to push the initiative. Subscribe to all the channels. Everything you need is going to be linked down below. Shout out to everybody that's already done so. Shout out to the investors. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye!